Okay. Let me make sure everything's working here. My camera is now working. I had to mess with that a little bit. But let's see. Let's make sure it's working. Q. Make sure I can hear myself. Let's make sure it's working. Alright. It is working. Now, I will be right back. Okay. We are going back into franchise today, you guys. And we're going to play week 2. Last week was not very good. We lost 45 to fucking 13, which I can't even fathom that. So, see who needs to be upgraded. Upgrade all. Cool. I'm not going to do the training. This is an away game,
now,
so I'll know one new injury. Ooh, okay. Martavius Bryant out 39 weeks. Damn. Complete PCL. Oh, I can see all of the injury. Ooh. Oh, that's the Bears. Nobody's injured. Nobody's injured on the Bengals. We got Bills, nobody there. Broncos, nobody there. Browns, nobody there. Bucks, nobody there. Nobody at Cardinals. Chargers are good. Chiefs are good. Colts are good. Cowboys are good. Dolphins are good. Eagles are good. Falcons good. 49ers good. Giants, Jaguars. There's a lot of teams with no injuries. Ooh, torn pectoral muscle. That hurts. He's out 39 weeks. Ooh, and he's a wide receiver. Raiders, yeah, we had that. Rams, their quarterback is only out for 4 weeks. Not bad. Redskins, broken tailbone. Only out 8 weeks. Des Bryant, ooh. He's out 45 weeks for an Achilles tear. Fractured hip. Le'Veon, wow. He just retired. Compound foot fracture out 11 weeks. Nobody from the Texans, nobody from the Titans, and nobody from the Vikings. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a couple. Or one. But let's sim to next week.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Broncos lost 2.
You have grades for each position that range from A to F. Browse available players to improve your team.
No, I don't want either of them. Nah. Let's see any wide receivers. Jermaine Curse. Ooh. Not. See who I can get at halfback. Nah, I gotta keep Marshawn. Wide receiver 2. Ooh, that's a D. What's my quarterback? B minus. Kicker. Blair Walsh. Ooh. I'll sign him. I'll have to come back and look at that, but let's go ahead and get started with this game. Yeah, no. Last week, we didn't do so hot. Oh. I like that. Oh, dang. Man, they don't have a very good halfback, which is good. Because that whoever the Rams have as their absolutely ran through me.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the
Last
coach,
week.
and you're tuned in to Madden 19.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders
Fucking win
and
was
the
like
Denver
this last week,
Broncos.
too.
2 one-loss teams set to
Fucking
lace it up.
Bengals
This ought
lost
to be fun,
again.
and we're underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And they'll go with a ground attack here.
Oh, shit.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 58 yards.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments.
All right, that was a nice first.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I'm going to blitz
Second
one
and
more
one,
time.
and people want to run the football.
See how
this
it
is where
works
every
out.
back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there.
Damn,
Pick up the first
Pittsburgh
down.
ran over Kansas City 42-7.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He sets to fire deep. He wipes his head. It's intercepted.
Get up, get up.
Picked off by Gary and Conley. Leaps past him. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at the 45.
I know I pass a lot, but I'm not good at running.
Now after
I
the
don't have a
INT,
very
it's
strong
Carr.
run game.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's Royce Freeman, the first carry for the rookie. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
I got Skittles.
Let's go.
They'll run it now, out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
From the gun on third down, Keenan. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive.
I want to throw a
screen here.
screen
They got a chance to
here.
redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They set up the screen to Lynch. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Nice little nifty play for them there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Screen to Lynch.
All right.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I just wanted to try it
no
again.
gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Steps away to his left.
Nope.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that's complete to LaFell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here's Carr. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. The numbers for Jordy from last week. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Carr. Dancing to his left. Lets it go for Nelson. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last complete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes.
Why'd you run back?
So each quarterback with an interception here in what was a mistake-filled first quarter. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. Charles and I back to Denver after this. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
Come on.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
So the Broncos coming out now. And things well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11.
And Freeman lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Play fake here on first down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Let's go.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working from the gun, Keenum. And he finds the rookie from Penn State. That's Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Damn it.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face
Automatic
mask.
first down.
Talk about a play.
Come
that
on.
absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Keenum. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Let's go.
Marquell Lee able to drop him for a loss of 4. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Nope.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher, but here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it brings out as a pretty darn good class.
You have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Sorry, guys, my mom texted me. Alrighty, only gave up 3 there. Not doing bad.
Oakland ready to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know,
Got it.
get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And I get the ball at
there.
half.
In breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, the run with Lynch. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, the coach back. He made it through the first weekend. That's the good news, and he's going to regale you with stats and scores from around the NFL here in the early games in week 2.
Think he questioned coming back for week 2, having to work with us?
I think he did. He's just happy that he is
I got scared.
Okay. Both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
It didn't get intercepted.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. This is intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brown. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanking the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Damn.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now a first down throw. Keenan throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sutton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Okay.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Keenum. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on.
On first down, Keenum. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Oh, shoot.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Keenum. And he's got it.
God!
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jake Butt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos add on to their lead. them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that was good, and I wasn't even controlling him. I'm going to stop controlling my
Now
guys.
McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Carr will try it again on second down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Come on.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out.
God damn it! Why are you
this half? It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back
He's
at the
running
closing
over the
stages
marker.
of the first half. So here's a 10 at the 38. So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. The final shot before half for Keenum. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Are they really going to fucking punt it?
Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Don't let it pounce. Oh, shit, I got to get it.
So we're at halftime here in Denver. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And that.
Who was my backup QB? Oops. Oh, that's A.J. McCarron.
First half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
He's going to try and go deep again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And he keeps fucking running past it.
Picked up by the corner, Jermaine Brown. And a huge return.
I don't understand that. I don't understand.
Inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half.
I just don't understand why he keeps running past it.
That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Keenum on third down. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
No.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up
I'm just
tight.
going to be one of these
he was
guys
trying to force
in
it
the
in there
here.
on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he
Hopefully
felt
my
like
guy
he needed to
can
make a
get to
play,
it again.
right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Miss. Off the
And it
post.
bangs
Let's
off
go.
the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay
right back.
where it is. And now Derek Carr, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And unfortunately for him, this montage, not highlights, lowlights in this one, partner.
Way too many mistakes, too many errors. Sometimes it's on the guy throwing the ball. Sometimes it's on the teammates, but it all comes back to him. It goes on his ledger. So when you're playing this type of a game, you start to look for other ways to get out of it. Do you throw it to shorter passes, some check downs, maybe use your legs a little bit more, don't throw the ball downfield, all those things you're looking for, and then you got to watch the tape and figure it all out so the next time it doesn't happen again.
So far the tape, 4 interceptions. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. The Broncos.
Somebody, oh my God.
A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. You need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. And it's caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Love you too.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to deal. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
Yeah.
because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he rifles
Oh, my
one
God.
incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now, they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carr looking deep for the foul. And now here is
See, he
another
ran past it.
interception. Picked up by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Check. Like 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Like 20.
And on the ground they go with the running
Nope.
back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Coney Ely in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Broncos on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch
Automatic
the football.
first down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. To throw is Keenum. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum.
Are you fucking
And
serious?
avoids the contact by sliding. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Keenum. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And McManus able to put it through, and the lead extends. It's 15-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and
my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. He was looking to get it to LaFell there. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Going for the deep ball.
And, of course, my guys can't intercept that shit.
A special moment, touchdown number 1 in his NFL career. And the Broncos push further out in front. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact in that position.
Welcome back now to Denver, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
I have no run game.
The Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass.
Dude,
things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Brandon, at least there's one.
It was in your motherfucking hands, dude.
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
It was in your fucking hands.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing his Carr on third down. Being chased out left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it.
Fucking get that ball.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. It's caught. Nelson. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Carr now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr lets it go for Nelson.
No!
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big play there. Carr to Nelson. 43 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Ooh, I like that.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Lee Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum, and even more when they had to slog their way downfield. They got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. To throw on second down is Keenum. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marquell Lee in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
From the gun on third down, Keenum. Time for a
No!
break. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him
Damn
as
it.
he pulls it in. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Starting to become a tough spot. Defense, you're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although...
God. I just can't win. Damn it. Alrighty, you guys.
By installing your game plan.
If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and tap that bell so you get notified every time we upload. And until next time, peace. You guys.